everybody? Welcome to your Thursday afternoon edition of Inside Interviews. So, my schedule changed and we got to get this guy on the show. Pretty excited. We have pro fighter from Bellator, Dre Miley. Did I say that right, Miley?
Yeah, you say it right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very bad pronunciating. See that?
It's okay.
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I feel good, man. Thursday is probably my strongest day of the week. I feel good on Thursday. Otherwise, I feel like I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
So we got a couple people in there. I'm gonna go to people in there and then out of there. But so I got. We're gonna go through some stuff here today. This is your handle. This is your Tapology because you are a real fighter. 10-6 on Tapology. People can follow you. What's your handle? I can't see it. Can you see it?
If this is on Instagram, it's Dre
No,
Miley.
it's Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter, so it's one like the number. So number one, I Dragon Dre. So
Yes.
just like that. So
Yeah.
the number one, I Dragon, and then Dre.
Yeah, and you go by that because obviously you're a fighter. People that know you on Twitter because you do have one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So and look, I work with people with disabilities, so I never put a disability before a person. So if I would say I would say the MMA fighter with one eye, not the one-eyed MMA fighter, because that doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? You're not defined by your disability. You're this person with that. You know what I mean? Pretty interesting though. Like I had an uncle with one eye. He lived in France and he had trouble driving. I mean, he drove, but definitely messes with your perception a bit. So how we won't get into that too much, but how does that feel in the cage with the perception? Does it matter?
In the beginning it did, but as more and more I start working on it, it got better. It's the benefits of having the coaches and the teams that you have. They help you with the things that you don't have. So my coach is very keen on hey, they're going to go for your left side. So let's develop a system so that way it works for you. So what to watch for and stuff like that. And oddly enough, people think they only have this much vision, which is a lie. I actually have a wide scope. So I see it's about as good as anybody with two eyes. Sometimes even better.
Right. I guess the issue would be is if your right eye got closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you just there's nothing you can probably do, right? I mean, usually they'll stop a fight if a fighter, Nate's eye, if one eye is closed, they'll stop a fight. But for you, I guess it's kind of the same thing. If your one eye gets closed, they're going to stop it because you really won't be able to see anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see what the hang up is. You're already going to stop it if it happens. But.
Exactly. Now, you're wrestling based from what I see. So I honestly look, I'm a regular human, so if it's a street fight, your eye's not going to matter with my ass. You know what I mean? Only when you get to the level of guys that are your level, I can see it possibly being a problem. But again, it's a fight. You know what I mean? Unless you're in I can see it hurting you more in boxing with a lot more angles and stuff. You're probably trying to get a guy down a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll strike with him if I feel like it's good, and I've been working on footwork and speed and stuff like that, so I don't really find a problem with doing any kind of striking with anybody because I work on angles all the time because I'm using my disability as an advantage to people.
Yeah.
So
and there's other people with disabilities within the cage. I mean, there's guys, the guy with one arm, the forearm. Tons in wrestling. And I coached some wrestling in the middle school, and there's tons of wrestlers, no legs or no torso, that wrestling, they're good at it. So, people the body and the brain are we overcome a lot of things, man. Like compensation, if you can't hear, you see better. The body's pretty amazing like that,
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very weird thing, kind of cool, but very weird at the same time.
Fact. So I got Cage My IQ in the house. What's up, Cage? He puts a lot of work in. He probably knows every single stat you have because he's like a computer, that guy. Anyway, I'm looking at your Tapology though. You fought Cody Durden. I mean that's a UFC guy. What was it like getting in the cage with that guy?
It was probably one of the stiffest competitions I had, not because physically, because mentally. The backstory of that fight is that he didn't want to fight. He wanted to fight, but then he got hurt, and apparently he was going to pull out of the fight and didn't want to do it all together because something else that got lined up. So the only reason why we got the fight is because I was building the fight up with him. I was memeing him, making fun of him, stuff like that. So that's how that fight got to happen. Now, when we started fighting, it felt like I was winning the first round. Like the first round we went, like I totally felt like I was beating
Right.
him. And then second round happened, and that was the rest of it. So there's the respect factor between me and him now. We respect each other as martial artists. Don't do too much respecting as far
Yeah.
as anything else. Because it's a fight I would love to run back because he was deep in his fighting career, and I was just getting my feet wet. So you can see
Right.
the records down there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's not like a massive difference, but there is a difference between me and him.
Yep.
So it was a fun fight. It really was. I would love to run that one back.
Yeah. I mean, I saw when I was looking at your resume, I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. There's I know that guy. And he's like a gas tank guy, right? Isn't he like a guy that like tries to grind on people? I feel like
Yeah, he's a guy who likes to lay on people and
kind of like a
try
Colby,
to.
right?
Yeah, just like Kobe. He will go for the finish if it's there, but other than that, he's just trying to smother the person.
Right. Kind of put us to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hey, when I was looking you up more too, I was like, oh, good, this guy's 32 because I don't know offense to the younger guys, but like I'm 43. People that are closer to my age, I can relate to better now. I think like you're closer to my age. Not that you're old, but then like cause me and you age well. I think I thought you were younger, but you're
Yeah,
not.
I don't
So
tell people my age. I really don't. I don't tell
yeah,
them.
you look young, man. Like when I see you online, I'm like, oh man, he's probably young. And then I looked at 32, like, okay, now we got to relate to this guy because he's definitely got some, season to him at 32.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're gonna get into some tweets here. A couple of them I got from you, and this is what I see from you. You remind me of George St. Pierre when he was begging for a title shot versus Matt Hughes again, because like you are always begging your promotion to get you in, and it seems like they haven't put you in yet, and like you are really like desperate to fight, right?
Yeah. At this point, I want to fight for Bellator because it's already there. I already have the contract. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to fulfill the contract. It's only a 2-fight deal, but like 2 fights could set up, a whole lifetime fighting for them. So that's what I'm pushing for. My coaches, they're telling me, hey, you need to post a lot, like blow them up to the point where they're going to annoy them. That's essentially what I'm doing. And I've been talking to some of the Bellator peoples, and they've been appreciative of what I'm doing. They're like, we love that you have this ongoing interest. Like, we're really trying to get you on a card.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm bugging people and they're getting tired of seeing it. They're like, we really like this because this is what you need. You need people to want to fight. You want people to want to be on your brand. Because everybody gets to UFC, but the UFC won't keep you. Bellator will keep you if you can make it happen.
That's true.
So.
And I just saw online that they might buy the PFL, which would really be interesting for you because I could see them, PFL like style would put you in. Then you got a tournament base, and then they really can't stop you. You don't have to beg for fights because you are. If you win, you move on as long as you're healthy. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't be a bad gig for you if they did that. Oh, what happened here? What is that? Like nothing there. All right, this one is funny, man. Let's see what you think about these two. So Saturday we got Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold in a bare knuckle fight, which is much more brutal. Like these guys messed up their faces. It's less martial arts, more bloodlust. But like Mike Perry's kind of clowning Rockhold online. Have you seen any of this stuff?
I've been hearing about it. I never dived deep into bare knuckle. I don't like watching it. It just seems very, very just raw, and I don't like that. That's like it's like very CTE-ish, and I ain't with all that. But you put them two together, you're bound to have something funny happen. And Mike Perry is just hilarious, anyways.
Dude is crazy.
He's hilarious.
Who do you have winning that in that bare knuckle?
Oh, Mike Perry. Luke Rockhold's chin's gone.
Exactly. So, I mean, it held up versus Costas somehow. I mean, they were both dead tired, but like, I feel like if Mike Perry, like, bare knuckles built for this guy. Like, he's like I feel like he fell out the dumpster, and like, he's like a dude, like, he could be the GOAT of that sport. He should have left and gone there earlier because, yes, it's brutal and it's kind of like archaic, but so is he, right? Like, that's what the guy is.
Absolutely. Yeah. It seems like it's a thing that's made for him.
Yeah. His nose looks broken in the pit already.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. Oh, I messed it up. Damn. So this is not messing with you, but like I could not find it myself. But I know we're testing your vision right here, Dre. This is there's a Jaguar out there. Like it's on Twitter. I think they're like, can you find it? I could not find it, just so you know. I had to like look it up. So you probably it's hard to see where we are. Let me. I don't know. I can't even make it bigger. I don't think. But like, can you see a jaguar out there anywhere?
Possibly. I mean, it's definitely not up in the upper right corner. It's
No.
probably somewhere in the middle left where that branch is.
Yo,
Or somewhere.
you're doing better than me. Yo, you are pretty much on it. I'm gonna show you.
I see
See
that.
it?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
But I could not find it for my life. Today I was doing it. I'm like, I'm gonna put this on the show with Dre. But like, I was like, I could not find it. But it's there. Like, if you go on Twitter, you could see it. But like, and then you could zoom in better. And it's almost like they faded it though to me. Like, it doesn't look. I don't think it's that camouflage that it like blends in that well. I think they might have like transparented it or something. You know.
Yeah. They might have. They might have done it.
All right, this one's a little raunchy here, bro. I don't know where you live, but like, like, yo, I saw this one. I couldn't like pass this up, but like, they're conjoined twins and they share a female body part, but they have one of them has a boyfriend. So somebody wrote like, yo, they both have a boyfriend, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's a package deal at that point.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the question is, how does the one not feel it if like it's not like I get like she cannot attach emotionally probably because she has her own heart and brain, but like yo, she still got like physical feeling, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that is very crazy.
Yo, we got the killer hippie in the house.
What's up?
He's my number one show. Yeah. I know. First thing you see is this hippie. Yo, we keep it a high level on here, man. We gotta keep it a high level. Yeah, I'm a scared Dre here. All right, next. So let's talk about this. What's a better nickname? I mean, your nickname is pretty good, especially with your eye. Like, yo, what's a better nickname than the Iceman for Chuck Liddell? Like, you know, what do you think?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I really
Right?
don't. Yeah, I really don't know that. Probably early on, probably Rampage was like the perfect one for him.
Right?
Very, yeah.
What about the axe murderer? Vanderlei Silva's pretty good.
You wouldn't know about that if you watch Pride. Like if you ever watch Pride and they see him fighting UFC and what was it, Bellator for a little bit, they would think they were like, "It's not Axe Murder." But back in Pride days, that dude was a killer.
I got one. Rumble Johnson.
Yeah, Rumble.
That dude was rumbling. Rest his soul. Who else is there? I was thinking. What about Jacare Souza? What was he? He was something like that. Fit his name.
Jacare was his nickname.
Oh, but that means something, though.
It means alligator in Portuguese.
Alligator, that's right. I thought that was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yours pretty good. I met Liddell a couple times back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this guy, man. All right. Oh, Korean Zombie, good one, Cage. Korean Zombie, that is true. That dude is like a zombie. Yo, what was Leonard Garcia's name? Badass Leonard, bad boy Garcia. Yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean that dude was like a zombie too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got Ben Askren, right? This is on TMZ. This is like a big time tweet. Kind of says a lot of dudes are feeling themselves because their woman is attractive, and he says he rather have a woman 500% that's a good mother. Basically, especially in women's world, you are saying she's not attractive. So then he tried to clear it up with the Google of his wife really dressed nice, looking really good. And he was like, yeah, I don't have to state the obvious. But the best part that I saw on this, because I'll scroll the comments. She comments, did you Google a picture of us? Like she's in it too. So I started following her. I don't know if I follow him because I don't follow me back, but I followed her for that. So what do you think? This guy screwed up, right?
Yeah, he screwed up. But if you've ever had time to talk or even just be around Ben Askren, you kind of understand like this dude's a goofball. Like I did a wrestling camp with him, and like he was supposed to be like super professional, and like no, he was just talking to everybody like you've been training with him for years, and so he's really like that. He's very absent-minded. He speaks before he thinks. So
yeah,
it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all.
He could blame it on those 2 knockouts too now, right? I mean, like, hey, I don't know what's going on. He got put to sleep.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've made it. You're at the rapid fire point of the show, Dre. And my last question is probably my best question for you, but it's 27 questions, okay? And those 27 questions, you're gonna answer. You're not gonna think about it though. You're just gonna give us the answer, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Because I had time to work, I got to print this. As soon as I got to do it on the screen, it's real hard. But we're gonna hit the rapid fire with Dre Miley here. All right, here we go. Who's your dream fight?
Your favorite.
Toyota or Mazda?
Toyota.
Okay. Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Jeans or yoga pants?
Yoga.
Peyton or Eli? I know where you're from.
Eli. I don't like
Really?
Peyton.
Why? You like Tennessee?
I don't like. That don't mean nothing.
Favorite planet?
Saturn.
It's sexy. Favorite pizza topping?
Bacon.
Nice. I like that. Tacos, soft or hard shell?
Soft.
Favorite actor?
Ooh, don't have. What's his name? Johnny Majors. Jonathan Majors.
Nightmare fight for you.
Nightmare fight for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, probably Marab Davashili.
These gas things wild, right? Favorite sport?
Football. Well, not football. Yeah, let's go with football.
All right. Bacon or sausage?
Bacon.
Favorite type of music?
Rap.
Hoodie or Scully hat?
Hoodie.
Hangover 1 or 2?
2.
Nice. Gum or mint?
Gum.
Fire or ice?
Fire.
God or no God?
God.
Throw hands or wrestle?
Wrestle.
Apple or droid?
Apple.
Foil or plastic wrap?
Foil.
Are there aliens?
Possibly.
Favorite Twitter handle?
Oh, that's good. I say you guys. Say you. And the other people. There's a lot of people that I thought you on Twitter. So
stay up or sleep, Dre?
Stay up.
Swim or run?
Run.
Favorite superhero?
Black Panther.
When will we see you fight?
Good question. Good question.
We did it, man. That's the rapid fire. You were smooth.
You let him out.
I gotta say, you were my second Dre on the show. So Dre is now leading in the name of people that have interviewed.
There you go.
What happened, but that's what it is. I got dogs too, man. Guys, I'm gonna get out there and paint my deck right now. Hey, any closing words? You want to tell the people anything more about yourself, or obviously people should follow you, and I'll put some tips out there for you, and we'll try to get you a fight with Bellator. I'll press them too.
Okay, no, just thank you for having me on here. I know we've been trying to set this up for a few days now, and work schedules kind of get both of us in a twist and a bind. So thank you for having me on. Thank you everybody who supported me and all my teammates at KMA. Should look up those guys. A lot of fighters are out there. A lot of fighters are doing their thing. My wife and my kids.
Yeah.
They put up with me doing this. Like one of my boys just got home from school, and we had to tell him to be quiet because I was doing the podcast, so they understand.
That's right.
Just everybody keep sharing and liking and retweeting and reposting everything that you see me do, so that way they create more noise, because unfortunately that's the name of the game now. You have to be a salesman more than a fighter.
And
everybody's training hard. It is, but that's what Conor McGregor did. Conor McGregor made it for casuals to do that, and casuals want to see people talk more than they want to see people fight.
Let me tell you this too. So my little cousin, he's an amateur, and his coach is a female, and she's a professional. She fought on the Australian card. She lost $1,500 going to Australia, because you got to pay for your team to go in the UFC, and she only brought like a couple guys. She should have brought one, because they're not going to pay, and she ended up losing money to fight that fight.
That's ridiculous.
That is crazy.
And people are ready to jump on the bus for UFC. Bellator pays for everybody.
I don't know how, and it's Australia from New Jersey, so that's not a cheap travel. And you got to pay for your squad to come. Like, I'm sorry, I probably show up solo then. Like, sorry, I'm not going to bring a team, because I'm not losing, $5,000, $6,000, whatever, more than that probably, to put them up in a hotel too. When he told me that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yep.
So we got a couple shout outs. Killer Hippie, Cage My IQ. We're in the house today. And Killer Hippie, I got to get this man a fight. I don't know what else he can do. So Killer Hippie's on your side. He's good. He's very active on Twitter too. So hey, keep plugging away, Dre, and appreciate having you on. And best of luck to you. We'll be rooting for you, obviously, when you're out there, and we'll be tuning in. So all right,
man.
You enjoy your Thursday.
All right, you too.
Respect.
See you, man.